Welcome back to another video. Now that we've been able to see a little bit more about how this is going to play out, I've seen some patterns starting to emerge. And those patterns are problems that people have created for themselves because they've been rushing or because they've been trying to get things done as quickly as possible, which I guess is still rushing. But these are common problems and mistakes that people have made when filing their applications that I'm going to share with you right now so you can avoid them before you fall into that same trap. So they're right here. First, document uploading errors. Second, missing supporting documents. And third, incomplete or incorrect documents. Now, let me go through these. First, let's start with document uploading errors. So when we go into the actual course and we log in, and I'm going to flip my screen around so you guys can see. When we go into the course right here, and I'm actually going to sign in to my kind of dummy account here. You'll see that documents, you fill out the eligibility stuff at the beginning here. And then once you get here, there are very specific boxes that relate to each specific document. First, there are the forms. And you can see if you ever wonder about what you've uploaded, you can always check to view. And I'd encourage you guys that are not in a crazy mad rush now to always go back and make sure that the document that you have here is the document name. You've used one that's exactly like this. So you can match it up easily. Generic application, IMM008 with IMM008. Okay, so that's the first thing. We want to make sure that all those are matched up. And as you go down here, you'll see that there's sections not only for all the forms, but then we get into documents, and anything that has that little red asterisk beside it is a mandatory document. You have to submit something in there. But some of the spots where people are missing things is if you have a letter of explanation that actually goes into this box down here. Many people didn't realize that. If you have a spouse, the spouse's information goes here, but there isn't any, below here, there isn't a place for an LOE, and same thing for dependents. There isn't a place below for an LOE. So all of the letter of explanation stuff needs to be either bundled together with the document you're uploading, or it needs to be included in the section here. So that's essentially what you're doing. You're racing and then you're uploading, but now you can actually view it, which is a pretty good development. So what I wanted to point out to you guys when it comes to problems with document uploading errors, people in their haste upload documents in the wrong place. They mix up documents. They upload the same document twice. Be careful, double check, make sure that the document you have uploaded is the correct one. And I would strongly encourage you to actually go in and click on this view button to make sure you have the right one uploaded. What will happen is when you click on view, it will then, depending upon the browser that you're using, it will then put it into the bottom. And let me see if I can pull it up here. So you can see right here is where that document is, where I can look at it. Now, you can see when I open it up in Chrome, you can't view it. So once again, you have to download it, just like we explained in our previous. Let me see if I can pull this down a little bit here so you guys can see this. Well, maybe not. Is it cooperating? Not really. We got the generic. Oh, I know. I got to pull it over here. Sorry. Pull this over. Or maybe, wow, this is taking up my whole screen. I know I can do it. Get rid of me. Okay, so in the right here, you'll see right here on my screen, you will see that there is an actual button here where you can click on. Okay, so that's the one that you're going to download it if you are trying to view or check out an actual form that you've uploaded to your portal. All right, let's pop me back in here. Wow, that was a little bit of a roundabout, but hey, I think you guys still get it. All right, so like I said, when you're going through this and you're filling out the information, make sure that you have a really good naming conventions for your files so that you don't fall into the trap of uploading the wrong one in the wrong spot. Number two is missing supporting documents. So when we were talking about the guide, and I'm going to flip back to the guide here and the lessons that we had for the guide, you can see here, for example, proof of current employment in Canada, it asks you to include these things. So make sure that they're all bundled in one document. If it asks for the work permit, then put a copy of the work permit in, your reference letter, and make sure the reference letter includes all this stuff. You've got time, push your employers, make sure they give you what you need, and then must include your most recent pay stub. So follow these instructions, and if you do that explicitly, you're going to save a lot of hassle. And then incomplete or incorrect documents, I guess to some extent, I've covered that off in the explanation I just gave. Sometimes people just don't even upload the right one, or sometimes it's incomplete or incorrect. In other words, the reference letters don't have everything that immigration is asking for. So right now, those are the top problems. We're also seeing issues sometimes with people in their processing fees. Make sure you've got the official receipt. That the problems that other people experienced when it froze and glitched out and wouldn't produce any of those fee receipts. Well, I think we're kind of past those times right now, but these are some of the most important things that you may need to pay attention to. One of the things that we probably could have also added on here was signatures, because the guide says sign. Everywhere else says you don't need to sign because it's electronic. If you want to just be careful and cautious, sign all the forms, date them, print them, sign them, date them, and then scan them back in and upload them, except the generic form, the IMM 008, which needs to be a validated form. So that's the only one you're not going to do that. So it's kind of like 5, I guess I tossed in there, but the reality, if you follow this, you're going to avoid many of the problems that other people have faced. All right, take care.